Hello everyone, allow me to introduce myself. I'm Count Silver, and today we are back with more NEKOPARA Volume 4. I know it's been a little while, so I do apologize for that. I'm hoping that this is going to be the final part of this. I think it's going to be, because I left it off on the, I feel like the best part that we're about to get into, with Kachou's father finally showing up back home, when we didn't even know if he was going to show up. So I'm very excited for that. Once again, I thank you all for being so patient with me. I hope you guys didn't miss me too much. Even a vampire needs his sleep, you know. But with that being said, let's go ahead and get into it today. I'm super excited. Here we go, everyone. The moment of truth. I'm excited. I hope you are as well. This has been a long journey. I just want to go ahead and preface that with this. This has been a long journey of multiple parts that we've gone through. We've pretty much completed the anthology that is the NEKOPARAs. I'm sure there will be another one, and you know I will be on top of that when it comes out. But for now, this is the climax. This is the conclusion. So I hope you're all looking forward to it as much as I am. With that being said, let's get into it. That's when we hear the sound of the front door opening. Everyone's eyes go in that direction. Gosh dang it, they're still so cute. Father! Sorry, Coconut. Hate to ask, but can we save the photo for later? Of course, Oni-chan! Good luck! I know I'm gonna win because Coconut just wished me good luck, so I know everything's gonna be just fine. Yeah, we'll snap a photo of everyone's smile soon. Just give me a little time before that, alright? Ooh, here we go, the showdown. It's about to go down. Oh my god, it's so menacing. So it's like an aura. On the other side of the sliding door, my father's footsteps through the hallway grow closer. Chocolate would be tripping me out, I'm not gonna lie. No. Tension is building. Be still, my heart. By the way, why are you fighting with father to begin with? They're not fighting. Well, it's not fighting, I guess. But it is a gourmet battle of sorts. A battle is unfolding. A clash of two minds. A clash of two bodies. Blood and sweat flying. Cinnamon. Why are you this is supposed to be serious, and here you are, still spouting, still popping off. Why is it like this? Well, if you were to ask why things got this in the first place, first, this is not a spat between father and son. However, Nisama felt doubts in taking over the torch of Japanese sweets like father had instructed him. While studying abroad, he met someone who now calls his mentor, was entranced by their distinct flavor of sweets, and started down the path of making Western sweets. Father wasn't necessarily opposed to the decision, but he didn't admit that it was the right one. Perhaps it might be better to say that he hasn't approved of all of Nisama's cookings. After all, he has said that his Japanese sweets are lacking. Nisama wishes to have father approve of him. He also wants to show him that he's right in his motive to make sweets to bring smiles on people's faces. This feels like I'm getting a synopsis of what has already transpired. I believe that is the reason why Nisama made tonight's cake. Oh, yeah, I see. I get it now. Yeah, basically, I'd say it's stubbornness, right? That's part of it, yeah. The sliding door of the living room opens. There he is. He's got such an intimidating aura about him. I don't know what it is. He looks younger right now, too. I don't understand that either. He looks way younger than he did earlier. Hey there, Dad. I promised to come today. Yes, I was told. The tension is rising.
ドキドキ
Doki doki.
ハラハラ
Ada ada. Today's Christmas Eve, so I don't want to focus on myself. I want to focus on family. Then again, even if it weren't a special day, I think it'd be best if we got along without any discord. So, Dad, I brought a cake that I poured my all into making today. But I won't force you to have any of it. Though, if you feel inclined, by all means. Mm-hmm. Did you already eat dinner, Dad? The voice acting, God, it's so good. A quick bite at the association.
お父様ったら
Dear, how could you?
パーティーを
I told you that we'd be having a party too. It got chilly on the way back. Yeah? Then how about we get you some hot tea?
こんなこともあろうかと
I've already boiled some water just for such an occasion.
さすがめいちゃんです
Mei-chan, prepared as always.
どうぞク
Here
リ
you
スマ
go.
スティーですが
It's a Christmas tea.
美味しいわよ
It's quite
お
good,
父
dear.
様
Black tea. Today's the day for it, I suppose. Kachou, I see you're as inconsiderate as always. What? You provide tea, but no chowke? Huh?
お
Oh,
これは
does this mean?
こっくりとうとう
This is it?
その時
Is it time? It's time? Is it time?
ちゃうけ
Chowke?
にゃんだっけ
What's that?
お菓子のことだよ
I was wondering what that meant too. I'm glad they explained it. He means sweets.
今は外で暮らしてるとはいえ
You may live elsewhere now, but you are still a cat girl of the Minaduki line of Japanese dessert shops. I expect you to at least know the word shake.
ショコラ
Okay,
覚えました
Chocolate will remember. Once again, everyone, she has not had a proper education. How do you expect her to remember this stuff? Chake doesn't refer to just sweets served with tea, but also pickled foods and other savory items. Considering the context, though, my dad can only be asking for one thing.
ショコラチャオケを持ってきます
Chocolate will bring the chake!
ショコラが行
If
くなら
chocolate goes, so
私
do
も
I.
行く
Thank you guys. I appreciate your being so gracious with that. Appreciate it. Oh, what's gonna happen? Oh my god! Oh, I'm not ready for all this. I thought this was supposed to be serious. Here it is!
そんなに
Hold
入った
on!
ら中の
Don't
ケ
shake
ーキ
it!
が
Think of the cake on the inside! Huh? What happened? It's fine. I already thought of that with this cake. He was prepared. I pulled the cake out of the box Chocolate brings over. What is this? Christmas cakes oftentimes get brought home by children, so I figured it'd be best to mitigate any accidents, even if it gets a little shaken up. You basically just call Chocolate a child. You're not necessarily wrong, but your case is not piling up very well for you, Kachou. I'm just throwing that out there. I present my father with the fruits of my labor.
ホールのケーキじゃない
It's not a whole cake.
人数分あるやつ
It's an individual servings. While bigger whole cakes have a better aesthetic, there are a lot of families who end up having a lot left over, right?
そういえば
Now that you mention it,
ミルクちゃんのとこも
Milk-chan bought 2 of them.
そういえば
Oh, that's
そうね
true. A whole cake would do, but I thought a cake you can eat on your own would be nice too. Mmm. This is a cake?
確かに
True.
ちょっと
It does have a slightly out of the
変わった形してるわね
ordinary shape, doesn't
初
it?
めて見る気が
I
す
don't
る
think I've
わ
ever seen one like this.
初めて見ました
Chocolate has never seen this before. It's round.
丸い
It's round and round.
赤い
Nayaro?
にょろなんでしょうか
What could it be?
私は手伝ってたから
I know because I helped work on it, but still.
美味し
It
そう
looks delicious. Oh,
これ
is this?
わかった
I've got it. It's a firework, isn't it? What? Yep, that'd be correct. A firework ball, eh? I call it the Hanabe. Hanabe.
お兄ちゃん、
Ah,
僕も食べ
Oni-chan,
ていい？
can I have one? Of course you can.
やった
Yay!
ー。
So good! This is why I appreciate her. She was the first to ask for one, she got one, and now look at her, she's so excited.
ちょっとココナッツ。
Hold on, Coconut.
フォークを
Use a
使いな
fork.
さいよ。
No, it's fine. I've made these with eating them by hand in mind.
え？
Huh?
ケーキを手
Eating a cake with your hands? You normally eat maju buns with fanciers with your hands, don't you? It's easier for kids to eat. Granted, I also considered adults eating them as well.
まんじゅうと同じか。
Like manju,
肝心なのは
what matters
味だ。
most is the taste.
美味しい美味しい
It's delicious! So good!
まあナッツは何を
Well,
食べても美
it's
味
gonna
し
be
いだろうな。
delicious to nuts no matter what she eats.
でも
Nevertheless, this is really so
これは本当に美味しいです
delicious.
私も一
I'll
つ
take a bite as well.
あらあ
oh
ら
my, oh my.
本当に美
This
味しいじゃ
seriously
ない
is delicious,
でしょ
Kaisho. Well, thank you. I'm glad to hear it.
これは
What is
曲
this
がりは
around the
何なの
edge?
かしら
Oh, this is a flamboyant Meringue, right? What? Meringue?
面白いわよね
Interesting. I imagine it would be quite hard since it's difficult to get a fork into it. You take a bite and it crumbles in your mouth and melts on your tongue.
噛んでみると
I'm not educated enough to say these fancy words. I'm
食
sorry.
べやすさと食感のバランスがいい
It
わ
strikes
よ
a fine
ね
balance between ease to eat and texture.
兄様
Nisama, the white filling. This is buttercream, is it not? That it is. I made the sweetness mild so that it would melt in your mouth by using Singa Signa strawberries. What?
カショウが言ってたぞ
That's what Kaisho said he did at least.
お口の中で
It's popping in chocolate's mouth.
パチパチ
Pop,
パチパ
pop,
チ
pop, pop.
何かしらこれ
What could this be?
食べた
I've never eaten anything like that before.
これはチョコで包んだ
These are pasty crispies. The popping candies wrapped in chocolate, aren't they? Oh, I'm impressed you knew, Cinnamon.
ちょっと前に
I've seen them in the kitchen before.
つまみ食いしちゃダメ
Didn't I tell you to quit sneaking bites of the stalk?
一番奥は
The deepest layer has jelly printed in kutsu, I see.
いろんな柚子を
We tried a lot of different kryptons. I'll tell ya. I had Azuki help me with a bunch. This cake uses kryptons. Jesus Christ. I don't know how to pronounce that word. I'm not even gonna try. Citrons from the Shingoku region. Right? Something like that?
柚子の香
Please stop making me say words. I'm looking like an idiot. The aroma of citrons is positively delightful.
いろいろな味が溶け合った
It's like a bunch of different flavors melted together, all just pop and then settle. I want to incorporate more of a Japanese style taste this time around, but there are already so many Japanese style sweets that use matcha.
どうして和風なんですか
Why did you go for Japanese style? Because I was raised in Japan and taught to make Japanese sweets. Dad taught me how to make Japanese sweets, and my mentor taught me Western sweets, so I thought about making a cake that represents me. And I figured that this was the only cake suitable to feed Dad.
だそうですよ
And there you have it, dear.
お父様
Father, please.
ごくり
Kokuri!
じー
I love them. They're so sweet. Me still, my heart. Oh, be still.
おいしい
So
おいしい
good, so good.
お兄ちゃん
Ana-chan,
もう一個
can I have
食べ
one
ていい
more? Of course you can, coconut, excuse me. Sure.
そんなに見ていたら食べに
Keep staring at me so much and this will be hard to eat. Everyone hurriedly averted their eyes. Here we go. Oh, dang, you sound like you almost choked on it. He ate it!
ショコラ座って
Chocolate, sit down. How,
どうなのかしら
how is it?
落ち着けブルメ
Settle down, Pulme. Give us your thoughts,
どう
dear.
ですか
How is
お
Kachou's
父
cake?
様
Watch him be like, this is the worst thing I've
カシ
ever
ョウ
put
の
in
作
my
った
mouth.
ケーキは
This is disgusting. That's a good sign, I think. No, maybe not. Dad takes one bite and stops moving. He looks solemnly into the cake in his hands. He returns the cake to the plate and stands up. I can't really tell if he enjoyed it or not. Dad turns his back towards us and begins to leave the room. Okay.
父様
Dad! Is it not good enough? I grip my teeth tight. However, it's neither out of anger nor frustration. I'm going to put a smile on your face, Dad. Mark my words. With sweets that I've made myself. I'll do it again. I'll make one and come back again. Ish. Here it is. Huh?
Kachou.
Kachou. It was delicious. Let's go. We got his approval and he is retiring for the day, I suppose. My father strains that out of his mouth and exits the living room. Why does he have such a hard time admitting it? I just don't understand that. Was it good? It was good? Excuse me.
兄様
Nisama! He said it was delicious, Master!
ご主人様
I heard him chuckle. I heard him. Trust me. Yeah, he did.
やったねご主人
He did it, Master.
よかったです
Thank
よかったで
goodness.
すね
This is a joyous occasion, Nisama. Not half bad.
おめでとうカショ
Congrats, Kachou.
ちょっと
You were looking
かっこ
kind
よ
of
かった
cool
わ
back there. Thank you, Maple. Got me blushing over here.
おめでとうございますカショ
Oh, Cinnamon, chill. Bring it down. Oh, wow. Congratulations to you, Kachou-san. Yeah.
僕も
It brought tears to my eyes. I'm so glad.
だよ
Thank you, everyone. I'm so glad too.
お兄ちゃん
Oni-chan, we're so glad.
泣くなっての
Quit the waterworks, you two.
何よ
You've brought the tears too, Azuki, and you know it.
バカ
Dumbass, this is just from the wasabi. That's all.
いや
No,
わさび使ったり
we haven't eaten anything with wasabi in it. What is the matter, Nisama?
兄様
Nothing. I'm glad that he said that something I made was delicious. I'm just a little confused. I don't think it was empty flattery. Father, being the person he is, only tells the truth when it comes to how something tastes. That is true. He was very adamant about it before. Yeah, I'm aware of that. But why did he take a bite and then leave, if that's the case? Oh. I look at the cake left on the plate. Maybe he was maybe he was like crying too. He was shedding a tear. If it were delicious, wouldn't he want to eat all of it? And he said he only had a quick bite for dinner. Well, you see, maybe he had to go use the bathroom. Does this mean I'm still missing something? You're fine. It is delicious, Kachou. That's the only woman I care about putting a smile on her face. My mother. Well, I'm glad to hear you say that, but it looks like you haven't gotten the full picture of what your father must be feeling yet. Exactly. The full picture. Well, yeah, that's not possible. I'm trying to imagine the best I can, but you might be right. For your father, you see, eating your cake is your cake. Talk or eat, pick one, please. She's just gonna eat. You picked eat? That was so good. May I have some tea? Hey, she enjoyed it, that's all that matters.
はい
Oh, yes!
どうぞ
Here you go. Ah, I love
クリス
Christmas.
マスっていいわね母様
Mother,
父様のお気持ちの
back to
件
what you
は
were saying about father's feelings? Oh,
そうい
I
え
trailed
ば
off halfway,
途中だ
didn't
った
I?
わね
Yes, yes, you did.
大丈夫なのか
Are you alright, Mrs.? Yeah?
歌唱
Kachou, you don't have to keep making cakes to appease your
お父
father.
様のために
I agree
ケー
with
キを
that
作らな
statement.
くてもいい
100%. What do you mean by that?
あなたは
I mean that your father has already
もう
approved of you.
お父様に認められた
Let's
と
go.
いうことよこれからは
I think that from
あ
now
の
on,
人が
he'll
食
eat
べ
your
た
cakes whenever he feels like eating
あ
them.
なたのケーキを食べると思う
That would be nice,
わざわざ
even
持っ
without
て
you
こな
bringing
くて
them
も
over.
ね
Oh,
しぐれ
but
が
I'm still
買
be
って
happy
きて
with
くれる
whatever sugar he
分
brings back home.
私は嬉しいわよ確かに
He
うま
did
かっ
say
たと
that
言
it
って
was
くださいま
delicious.
したそれならば
But in that
ど
case,
うして一
why
口
did he
だけ
only
しか
take a
食べ
single
てく
bite
だ
of the
さらな
cake
かった
and
の
leave?
でしょうか
It was too good. That's because he was shedding tears. I knew it. I was like, maybe he was choking up too.
涙が出てきたからよまあそういう
Yeah,
ことだな
that's the gist of it. Suki, you don't even know. You didn't even know earlier.
涙
Tears?
よっぽど嬉し
He
かっ
was
たのでし
probably
ょ
overjoyed, but he didn't want any of you to see him cry.
でも
It's okay, Father. You can cry in front of everyone.
泣い
It
ている
doesn't make you any
顔を見た
less
くなかったのね
of a person. Dad was crying?
あの年になると
When men get to be your father's age, they get embarrassed when people see them cry.
泣いている姿を見られるのが
So that was the reason why.
そういうことだったんですねお父様の
The reason why your father has been so strict was because he didn't want you to end up a mediocre
和
chef,
の道にし
be
て
it a
も
Japanese style or Western
洋
style
の
one.
道にしても
But trust me, I've learned my lesson.
職人を
After all
志
this
したからにはあなたは
And you did a fine job meeting that expectation of his.
十分に応えてくれたわお父様の
You were accepting of your father's regrets.
受け止めてくれた父様の
Father's
後悔です
regrets?
か
Yes. I think that your effort helped to alleviate your father's regrets
お父
and
様
one
の
other person's
後悔
heartache. Huh? One other person? Who do you mean? We know who we're talking about.
お父様のお父様
I assume you know about your father's father. Your
おじい様
grandfather?
のことは
I guess? Well, a bit from childhood memories.
私は覚えていないです
I don't remember him at all.
そうね
Right. Your father is the heir to the Minaduki
お
family,
じい様は
the eldest son of the long-standing
この
Japanese
馬
pastry
好きの
shop,
跡取り
raised as a Japanese pastry chef.
兄様や父様
Nisama and
と
father
同
are
じです
cut
ね
from the same cloth. Yes. And the person who married your grandfather was a French woman.
お
What?
じい様と結ばれたお相手は
What?
フランス人の女性だった
Ho,
の
oh no. Oh. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. This cannot be. There's no way.
おばあ様は
Your grandmother apparently came to
日
Japan
本
on
を
a
訪ねていたらしい
sightseeing
わ
trip.
ね
And when she came to see a historical Japanese pastry shop,
おじい様と
your grandfather and your grandmother were attracted to each other the
目が合
moment
っ
their
た
eyes
瞬
met.
間に
There is no way.
惹か
I
れ
cannot believe this.
どちらも一目惚れだった
They
という
basically both fell in
話
love at first sight.
うにゃ
Yeah,
ー
so romantic.
一目惚れ
Love at first sight.
わかる
I sympathize.
そんで
And that's how
歌手の
Kachou's
親父さん
pops
が
was
生まれ
born?
たわけか
Yes. The boy born between your grandfather and grandmother was your father, Suhama-san. I cannot believe this.
とても仲のいい家族だった
They
わ
were such a happy family.
私は
I was a childhood friend of
菅原さん
Suhama-san.
とは幼
He
馴
would
染
always
だ
play
わ
with me. What?
よ
What?
く遊んでもらったのよ
What? What? Okay, but like... Okay.
幸せだった
Things were blissful. However, your grandmother's brother died.
ところが
It is the same person.
おばあ様の彼女の実家は
She was apparently the daughter
フ
of
ラ
a
ンス
family of
では
well-known
知られた
Western pastry
職
chefs.
人だった
and she wanted to help preserve the family flavor.
ずっと悩んでらし
Your
た。
grandmother was torn over the decision, but at the end she went back to her homeland of France.
フランスへと帰国してしまったの。
Okay, I guess it's because his father doesn't keep up with him, but like, how did he not
おじいさま
know?
と
Leaving behind your grandfather and Suhama-san in the process. Wait just a second, the story. Are you telling me that...
しぐれ、
Shigure, you've met them,
あな
haven't
た
you?
はあったのよね。
No way.
は
Yes, I have.
い、あなたは
You have more of an eye for people than Kachou.
人を
You must have
よく見
noticed
て
something
るの。
about her, right?
はい、
Yes.
父様の
I
面
thought she
影があると
reminded
思い
me
ま
of
した。
father. This is crazy. I never had a clue. I never even noticed.
歌唱のお師匠様、
Kachou, your mentor. Beignet-san.
あなたの
She's your grandmother.
おばあ様なの。
How the hell? I knew there was a reason why they gave that backstory. That wasn't just for nothing. We're back at it. What?
驚愕の真実。
A shocking reveal.
マジか。
Are you serious? That's pretty
ご
wild
めん
though.
なさい、兄様。
I'm sorry,
言いなが
Nisama.
ら
I
黙ってい
knew, but I
ました。
kept it to myself. You know, now that you mention it, there were a few hints in the past. But why didn't either of you or my mentor say anything, Shiguri?
ベニエさんから。い
Beignet-san,
え、
no.
おばあ様
Grandmother
から
made me keep it a
一目惚
secret.
れていました。
No wonder she was so like attached to Shiguri, because she met her granddaughter that she's never met in her life. So I can see, you know, why now.
兄様はパティシエとして大切な
She said
時
that
期
she
に
was
ある。
this was an important time for you as a patier and to not say anything unnecessary.
今の歌唱な
You
ら
understand why she said that now, don't you,
その
Kachou?
言葉の意味が
I can see the point. My mind had hit rock bottom at the time, so if I found that out, it might have made matters even worse. I would have wondered if the reason Dad wouldn't approve my Western streaks was because of a feud with his own mom, or something like that. Now that I've gotten Dad's approval, I understand that's not the case, but
結果的に
she ended up putting Shiguri in quite an awkward position as a
苦しい
result, I
思い
see.
をさせてしまったわね。
To be fair, you came with me, Shiguri. That was not my fault.
いえ、自分が勝手にフラン
No,
スまで行って
I simply went to France on my own accord and ended up getting the truth from grandmother. I see. Seeing how you're her granddaughter, it must have been a lot for her.
親切な方に
I'm
違い
certain
はあ
that
り
she
ま
is a
せん
kind
が。
person, though.
あ
Huh?
そういうことだ
That
った
would make sense.
何を
What's gotten into you?
唐突に歌唱さんのお母
Kachou-san
さん
said that his father's whipped cream tasted similar to his mentor's, didn't he?
近いって
Oh. Oh, right. He did indeed say that. The child my mentor used to make sweets for was my dad.
老舗和菓子屋
Your
の
grandmother
やつ
didn't want to steal the heir to such a long-standing Japanese pastry shop.
結局
So in the end, she left her
息子であ
son,
るスハマ
Suhama-san,
さんを置いて
here in Japan and returned to
フラン
France.
スに帰国したわ。
Yeah, I heard about that from Mentor herself.
歌唱から
I almost had a heart attack when you first told me who your mentor was.
でも
But I knew she had some reason for not telling you the truth. So I never said
きっと
anything.
何かあるのだろうと思って。
I mean, fair enough. Don't worry, it's not a big deal to me. I can more or less see why Mentor would keep things a secret. She probably thought that telling me would get in the way of me realizing my own faults. But the real question is, what does Dad think of Mentor? Does he happen to hold a grudge?
どうしてそう
Why do
思
you
う
think that? Well, because she was never invited to her husband's funeral.
めいちゃん
Mei-chan,
葬式
do you normally invite people for a funeral?
そういえば
Now that you mention it,
私
none of us have ever
たち
seen a funeral
葬式
before.
って見たことないわね。
It's probably a good thing.
何それ
What's that?
お別れ
A
会
farewell party.
なんだか悲
It
しいね
seems sad.
お前ら静かにしとけ
Hey, will all of you pipe down?
Even
This is an important
conversation.
conversation. Do they not understand the concept of death? I mean, I know they're young, but like they're not that young, right? Like mentally. So why was it that she was never invited to the funeral? I'm not sure if Suhama-san actually holds some sort of grudge or not. But don't you think he didn't invite your grandmother to the funeral out of consideration for her? Huh? What do you mean? Your grandfather was the head of a long-standing Japanese pastry shop. He had relatives by the droves. If his wife, who was supposed to be the chief mourner, wasn't able to make it in time for the wake and only came from France for the funeral, how would they have perceived her? That's why I only told her that your grandfather had passed away. Well, that sucks. The mutual acquaintance my mentor was talking about is apparently my mom. As a child, Suhama-san thought that his mother abandoned him. But after he grew up and took over the shop, he understood his mother's decision of returning home to protect his family, our family's traditional flavor. According to him, that is. Yeah, I'm sure if placed in the same situation, Dad would have done the same thing. Yes, I'm sure he would have left his children behind as well. Well, damn. Even though his children are still so young. We're kind of grown now. We're not young anymore. We are not young indeed. Then again, if that were to happen, I would gladly follow him to the ends of the earth. Well, that's good. That's some love right there. Yeah, make sure you do that. One parent bragging about the other is a perfect way to make things awkward. Even so, as I said before, there are so many people obsessed to your grandmothers among those affiliated with the Aminaduki family. Suhama-san probably pretended as if he forgot about his mother as to not butt heads with those certain individuals. I see. That's a good way to avoid drama. Considering your father's personality, he doesn't talk about his personal affairs, so half of this is from my own imagination. Seems as though we should take this explanation with a grain of salt then. Oh my, Shigiri-chan? But I am certain of this one thing. Nowadays, Suhama-san regrets not seeing your grandmother at least once. He might still get the opportunity. Although they're on separate paths, they are still parent and child after all. They should try to have a better relationship with one another. I guess so. In that case, I think he should go see her right this instant. I'm sure their grandmother would be pleased as well. Time lost cannot be recalled. Were they to meet now, your grandmother would probably do nothing but apologize. This isn't what Suhama-san wants. That's fair. But the two of them wanted a scenario where Bernice was by the side of her son, Suhama-san, during his childhood. They passed through their the choices both abandoned. The regret that came as a result of realizing their gravity later on. Regret. I think that they should meet if they want to meet. Maybe send Master's father in a cardboard box. No, don't do that, because they're not you guys. Yeah, Chocolate and Vanilla did that. Whoever sent the boxes with us inside and brought them to Master's new house. And that was within Japan. The inside of the truck was dusty. They said that chocolate was heavy in the box. She was fuming mad. Chocolate Venom, you're lucky that Kachou didn't end up moving to France. If you got transported in a plane, you'd be in a heap of trouble. That is true. Is that so? Maybe so. They said the cargo hold gets to be negative 50 degrees Celsius. What? Chocolate would freeze. I hate the cold. Better. That is only the open air at high altitudes. The baggage holds is a compartment that's either regular temperature or about as cold as a refrigerator. Although, you'd be stuck in that box the entire time in the air without access to a bathroom. I'm sorry. No, let us not forget that Sugar was the one that stuffed you guys in there. In the first place. Planes, won't do.
段ボール箱の
The
話は
cardboard
ともか
box
く
suggestion aside,
やはり
I do think that he should go visit her while we
会いに
still
行くべきだ
can.
と思います。意地とかあるんじゃない
Would it
か
be
し
a
ら。
matter of pride?
意地なんでしょうか。
Would it be pride?
そうじゃねえだろ。
That clearly ain't it.
今になって会っ
Even
て
if they
も
were to meet now, it just ended up making their regrets even worse.
なんか
Sounds so
悲しい
sad.
な。後悔が深まる。
Making their regrets
そうで
worse.
しょうか。
Is that what's holding them back?
若いもんはわかんねえかもし
The
れない
youngins
けど。
probably don't understand.
失ったもの
But
は
it's
付
showing
き合う
that
ことになるだ
it
ろ。
just turned into a pissing match as to who lost the most. Okay, Azuki, calm down.
私は小豆より
I'll have you know that I am much older than you,
ずっと年上
Azuki.
それでもね、
Regardless, Kaisho,
歌唱が
you're bound by their blood and not only know the Minaduki family flavor, but also the flavor of your grandmother's family as
水
well.
無月の味を知る
He's like the super being.
時間は巻き戻せない。
While they can't rewind time, they can say that they both picked the
選
right
んだ
path.
道が間違いではなかった。歌唱が
You helped bring a separated family together again, Kaisho,
家族をあなたの
with that cake that you made. I united the family? I'm the eldest son of a Japanese pastry shop family, but I decided to become a Western pastry chef, so I thought that I actually split up the family instead.
私
I have been hoping that the wounds in Suhama-san and your grandmother's hearts would
お
someday
ばあ様
heal.
の心の傷が癒されたらいいな。本当にありがとう。
Seriously, Kaisho, thank you.
歌唱素晴らしいことです。
You've done something incredible, Nisama. Oh, I mean, well, I just kinda did what I wanted to do, that's all.
なんか職場に
You're
みたい
starting
な
to sound
こと
like
言ってん
chocolate
な。
brownies,
歌
Kaisho.
唱好きだからやってるんです
You're
よ
doing
ね。
it because you
ご
want
主人
to,
様
right, Master?
大正
The
解。
perfect answer. Maybe you're right. Still, I can't keep up with you, Mom. Did you know that this day would come from the moment you found out I got taken in as an apprentice?
だから兄様が
Is that why you helped Nisama start up this pastry year from behind the scenes? And the reason you allowed me to assist Nisama in his ventures?
ずっと許してくださっていた理由は
She had it all on the brain. I wonder.
何にしても
At any rate, I have been praying that neither of you develop regrets at your grandmother, and father.
欲しいものは
I want you both to attain everything you desire. You should never give up on what you hold dear. Yeah, I've been contemplating if being recognized by Dad was the right decision. But I thought it was what I needed, so I never gave up. And as a result, I feel like I've matured, and it ended up helping our family too.
大切だと思う。
Never give up
諦
on
め
what you hold dear.
ため大切だと思うもの。
What do you hold dear?
ご主人
So,
様
Master!
私にとってはシ
To
ョ
me
コラ
is chocolate. Oh, and Master is
世間の
important
大
too.
切
Thank you, Vanilla, for acknowledging me. I appreciate that.
歌かしら。
Singing for me, I suppose.
私は
For me,
ちゃんのこと
I hold
が大
Mei-chan
切
dear
だ
to my heart.
歌ね、歌。
No, singing, I said. Only singing.
あとは
Maybe black tea as well.
紅茶かしら。
Ah, Maple, come on.
ちゃん、
Mei-chan!
ちゃん。
Mei-chan!
も
Oh,
う
jeez,
冗
I'm
談
just joking.
みんな
You're
のこと
all
も
dear
大
to
切
me.
よ。
You included Cinnamon.
ことも。ちゃん。
Mei-chan! That's so moving. It's making Cinnamon drool. I really wish we didn't have to deal with this every single time.
私は別に今の暮らし
I
があれ
guess
ば
I'm
いい
pretty
か
much fine with life as is.
たまにいい
Maybe
もん
just
が
wanted to eat
食い
something
くらい
good
で
once in a while.
大切なも
What
の
I hold dear. What I
欲しい
want.
ものあ、
Oh,
写真撮り
I
たい
want to take a photo.
そういえば
Oh,
途中で
right.
したね
We were in the middle of that.
でも
Yeah,
おじさん
but Pops isn't
戻って
back
きてない
yet.
ぞショコラ呼んできます
Chocolate will call him.
ショコラが行
If
くなら
Chocolate goes, so
私
do
は
I. Damn, they're quick. Both Chocolate and Vanilla scoot out of the living room.
ちょっと
Hold on. Is that okay?
怒られちゃったり
He won't get mad, will he? I'm sure it'll be
きっと
fine.
大丈夫
Chocolate Chan and Vanilla Chan are like grandchildren to him after
お
all.
父様にとって
Aw, that's kind of sweet.
なるほど
Makes
な
sense.
んだかん
And
だ
at the
言
end
っ
of the
て
day, he can't resist his
孫には弱いよ
grandkids,
な
eh?
と
I'd
私は
personally like to be considered a
できれば
daughter,
娘
if
だと
possible.
思ってほしいのだけれどめいちゃん
Oh, Mei-chan! You're so rude. She's just...
なんでよ
Why?
エッチなこと
I
は言っ
didn't
て
say
ない
a
でし
single
ょ
rude thing.
僕も娘がい
I'd
いな
like to be a daughter too.
いやナッツは
Nah,
孫枠だ
you're grandkid material for sure, Nuts.
え
Huh?
僕だって
But
体
I've
は
got a
大人だけ
body.
ど頭は子供って自覚はあるんだ
But you got a child's brain.
うん
Yeah.
あずきだって孫
But you get the
扱いで
grandkid
ね
kid treatment too, Izuki. You're ready enough for it.
ちっちゃいって言う
Don't
な
call me
なんつか
Runty.
慣れてんのかこ
Don't make a munchkin for granted, you jerk.
れふしゃ
Basha!
ーう
Yeah. Come on, guys, no fighting on Christmas.
喧嘩はダメ
No fighting, okay?
放っておきなさいよ
Just let them be.
慣れ
They're
て
just
くださいよ
roughhousing. Is that what we're calling it now? He's a sucker for grandchildren, huh? Reminds me that my mentor taught me all she knows, despite saying she didn't take apprentices. So the reason she raided a room for me was because we were family then. I thought she was impressed by my enthusiasm, but I guess I had a big head. What are you talking about, Kachou? That is your father's mother you're talking about.
あのお父さん
When you put it that way,
しぐれの買った
I was certain once I took a bite of the fancy that sugar he bought for me, it didn't taste like it was made by someone willing to compromise or concede.
おばあさまは
I don't take your grandmother for the type to teach her secrets to someone who lacks resolve,
覚悟の足りない
even if they are her grandson.
あれこれ教える
That's
ことは
fair.
ないはず
She seemed like a very sweet but serious person.
そう思います
I believe so as well.
私には
She wouldn't allow me to touch any of the utensils in the kitchen. Uh-huh. Yeah, you might have a point. She never once snapped or shouted in a coarse manner at me, but I could always feel her gaze saying, shape up or ship out. Toward me, and toward herself, my mentor never played favorites just because I'm her grandson. In fact, had I known she was my grandmother, I probably would have expected her to ease up, but I wouldn't have learned to my fullest potential. Granted, I'd like to think that I wouldn't be that weak-willed, but still. It wasn't long ago that I tried to do everything on my own. But I have Dad's teachings, Mentor's teachings, Mom's help, my little sister's support, as well as my cat girls cheering me on. And lately, despite thinking that we were butting heads, my dad's earnest care and consideration for me. What else can I even say? I'm blessed.
兄様
Nisama.
ちゃっちゃー
Ta-da!
お父様をお連れ
With
し
that
ました
mother! Thank you, Chocolate. We did. Thank you, Vanilla.
職場に
Chocovani, can't you work on your timing a little?
にゃ
Yeah? Hmm. Dad, we're taking a photo. Would you mind being in it?
お願いします
We'd appreciate it.
ココナツちゃんに
Coconut-chan wants a photo to put in her room.
それなら
In that case, wouldn't it be for the best if me and my grumpy face weren't in it?
ダメ
No! Hmm?
家
But
族
we're
だから
family, so
家族は
it should be.
一緒
Of the
がい
whole
い
family, sir. I suppose you're right. Oh, he's smiling.
だな
He's smiling. Wait, can I? What? Mm.
やっ
Yep. Grandkid for sure.
いいんじゃない
Where's the harm?
孫にしか
There are things that only a grandkid can do.
では父さん
Now then, father,
そこへ
please
座って
stand
ください
there. You too, mother.
は
Aww.
寄って寄って
Okay, pull in, pull in.
これポートレート
This
用
is a
のレンズ
portrait
の
lens, so the field of view isn't very wide. Don't take an indoor group shot with a long distance lens. But it's pretty good. Maybe I'll take a copy too.
勝った記念にでも
Plan
しよう
on
って
using it to
のか
commemorate your victory or something, Kachou. Good idea. But today's the day I've felt the weakest in my life. I'm still a novice with a long way to go. So yeah. I look forward to working with you. Kachou.
故障
はいセット
Right.
完了です
Everyone is all set.
兄
Now,
様入ってくだ
Isama,
さい
get into the shot, please. Aww. The camera starts emitting a quick set of beeps. The shutter then makes a few snaps as it takes the photo. Oh, that's a sweet card. Yay! Thank you!
それ私も
I'm
もらう
taking a
から
copy
な
for myself.
ショコラも
Chocolate too!
ショコラも欲しい
Chocolate
です
wants some too!
私のシ
I
ョ
will
コラ
not
コ
allow
レ
for
クシ
any
ョン
empty
に
spaces in my
抜けは
chocolate
許され
collection.
ない
She's obsessed.
私も欲しいです
Oh! I'd like one as well.
みんながもらう
If
な
everyone
ら
else is taking one, then I guess I'll take one myself. After all, I hold relationships dear too.
付き合いも大切だしね
I'm happy. I'm glad, Maple.
わかりました
Very well.
全員
I'll print one for
印刷
everyone,
するから
so
待って
please
て
don't
くだ
go
さい
anywhere. I'll be right back with copies.
すぐ印刷して
You're
きま
gonna
す
print them
か
in your
ら
house?
どんな風に撮れたのしぐれ様
How did it come out, Shiguri-sama?
こんな感じですよ
Like this? Shiguri shows Coconut the camera's LCD display.
あーすごい
Wow! Amazing!
お兄ちゃんはやっぱりす
Oni-chan,
ごい
you're
ね
amazing! Huh? Me?
ほら
Look!
みんなが笑顔だ
Everyone's
よ
smiling! Your kid really do put smiles on
お
people's
兄ちゃんの
faces.
ケーキは笑顔にしてくれる
We've achieved our dream, our goal. Yeah, and it's all thanks to you guys.
カショ
Kachou, keep up the good work.
今後も精進
Thank you,
する
Father. Dad says as he reaches over to the cake he left on his plate.
お茶
Shall I
入れ
make
ましょ
some
うか
tea?
賛成
I vote yes!
ご主人様
Master,
ショコラた
did
ち
Chocolate and Vanilla do a good job?
頑張った
Did we? Yeah, you're both good girls.
箇所
Kachou,
お疲れさ
you did good. Haha, thanks. And just like that, guys, we're almost done, right?
ネコパラ
You can't see my tear streaks in the printed photo. It's clean. That's Shiguri for you, a real pro. They're so cute. Assume this is like Christmas morning. After leaving the Miyaduki house, I returned to Asawai.
帰り道で見たキラキラのク
That
リスマ
sparkly
スツリ
Christmas tree we saw on the way back home sure was pretty.
ー目がチカチカし
It
た
made my eyes flicker. This is gonna be a long episode, but this is the final, so it's fine. Yeah, I bet. Due to it still being Christmas Eve, the main street on the way back was bustling. I've been busy since this morning, and I do feel pretty exhausted, but my exhilaration is getting the better of me, so I'm still not sleepy. I prepare some hot cocoa and chat with Chocolate and Vanilla.
お父様もお母様も
Both father and
とって
mother
も
were
喜んで
extremely
いました
pleased.
ねご主
Birthday
人様
master! They were. I'm glad I put in the work.
私も嬉しい
I'm pleased too.
ケーキ
The cake was
美味しかった
delicious. Appreciate it.
一つ不
One
思
thing
議
is odd though. What's that?
ご主人のケーキ
Your
は
cakes have always been
前から
delicious.
美味しかった
And today's cakes were also
今
delicious.
日のケ
But
ーキも美味しかったけど今日になって
why is it that your father
認めてくれ
approved of you
たの
today?
なぜ
Because it's Christmas?
クリスマスだから
Well, I can't really say that for certain since it's my dad's private thoughts, but I feel like past me would have only thought of himself.
そんなことありません
That
ご
isn't
主
true.
人様は
Master
ショコ
thinks
ラ
of
たちの
chocolate
こ
and
と
the
を
others too. Yeah, but I wasn't able to focus on the stuff with dad.
うん
Mm-hmm.
続けて
Continue? I was demanding things out of my dad with no regard for him, like a child begging. But if I had just tried to put myself in my dad's shoes, I would have realized how terribly unreasonable I was being. I was raised to be the heir to a Japanese pastry shop, but I proposed that I'd be a Western pastry chef and basically demanded he say that what I made was good. It was a natural desire to say your food is so good that you don't even need to eat it to know, no matter what it may taste like. I need to put myself in people's shoes more often. A one-sided push for putting a smile on people's faces doesn't really make sense.
一方的な押し付け
One-sided push?
相手の気持ちを
Put yourself in their shoes?
難しいです
Sounds complicated.
さすがはご
You're
主
so
人
smart, Master. No, that's not right. You and the others were the ones who taught me this.
シ
Huh?
ョコラまた
Did
何か
chocolate do
やっ
something
ちゃいま
again?
した気づかないうちに
I can't believe that we
世界を
unconsciously
変えて
changed
し
the
まってい
world.
たとは
I wouldn't take it that far. But you guys were always considering things from my perspective. Even on the night we got back to Japan, you guys had dinner all ready for us. Miso soup, pickled vegetables, the works.
メイプルちゃんが言い出したことですけど
Maple-chan proposed the idea though.
味噌汁を
I was the one who made the Sipo soup. Praise
褒
me.
めていい
I know you're a good cook, Vanilla. I'm not just talking about that night either. I mean all the times in the past too. Sure, you guys didn't nail it every time, but you did try to consider my feelings. Compared to all you guys, I've been nothing but a kid thinking about himself. Does that mean Choco and the others have been the adults? Yeah, you all taught me a lot. Even so, shouldn't you have spoken up sooner? You've never been explicitly told, okay, let's consider others' feelings since childhood, have you? Yeah? Not particularly. But, in the truest sense, you never know what someone else is feeling. Even if they try to give it consideration, you don't know if you're right or wrong. There are a lot of times where you think you're being considerate, but you're actually just interpreting things in a way convenient to yourself, right? Or where you end up labeling someone as impossible to understand. Being able to consider things from their point of view, it isn't a skill you pick through practice, it's a matter of personality. Character, if you will. Oh! Oh? I don't really follow. It's just like there's no kid in existence that gets told to be an adult and just suddenly becomes one. I think what I needed was growth on a mental level. And to make sure they didn't impede my journey, neither my mentor nor my father told me what it was I needed in the first place. Not saying anything in waiting is part of the teaching process. I feel like that's another thing I've learned coming out of this. Growth like that sounds hard! I feel like I get it, but I don't at the same time. I might wrap my head around it one day, though. Yeah, I'm not doing the best at voicing my thoughts, so maybe I didn't do a good enough job explaining. I think I'm pretty similar to Dad in that regard. According to my mentor, my grandfather wasn't the most articulate man on Earth either. I smile awkwardly, blaming my traits on lineage. Oh, by the way, Master! Yeah? Well, there has been something that Chocolate, a good adult, has been holding out hope for this entire time. Master, are you just saying things? We'd like some other form of reward. Oh god. Some other form of reward, but I don't have anything prepared. Which is pathetic considering it's Christmas of all days. My plan was to bake some fancy ears in the middle of the night, but I'm not sure if I can do that without being found out. Not with an item. Chocolate's been waiting for you, Master! What do you mean? We're dressed like Santa-san today, so Santa-san's going to give Master a present. The present being chocolate! Yay! That's what she meant. Or no! Are you too tired? You've been busy all day. You don't have to if you don't want to. Well, thank you for considering my feelings. Right. Ever since Mom's birthday, I've had a lot on my plate, and I haven't had any time to myself. That's no way to treat my companions. I'm sorry. I'll give you both as much attention as you need tonight. Are you sure, Master? But tomorrow's going to be busy too. Yeah, I'm sure it's going to be busy. There'll be a ton of customers on Christmas Day too. But I've been holding out myself, you know. Yeah? Master, you're such a perv. What? What? There's a rattle at the door, followed by an opening. Startled, I look in the direction to find... No. No. It's all coming back on him now. Wait just a second. You can't just give Chocolate-chan and Vanilla-chan all the attention. That isn't fair. Well, we did kind of figure things would be like this when we came over. Oni-chan, we've been holding out ourselves. Oh god. Kachou, did you forget that you made us your companions too? Kachou-san, I can't hold up anymore. Is that why you've been so down bad, Cinnamon, recently? I just tagged along because I was worried about everyone else. I'm not really hoping for much of anything. Sorry, I care about all of you very much. Would you all mind doing it together? Oh! Hooray! Master, I assume you don't mind if tonight will be your last? Yeah, I don't know how... This dude's insane. Oh, big talk, Kachou. Don't you dare chicken out. No, I would chicken out. I would be scared. I'd be crying in the corner, like kneeled over. Oni-chan, I love you. Everyone at the same time? I don't think I'm ready. Come on, Mei-chan. You're going to get left behind? Let's go. Let's go. And just like that, bada bing, bada boom. Merry Christmas, everyone. We're done. We're finished. I hope you guys can see this last, outro video, because sometimes it shows and sometimes it doesn't. But what a great series. Fantastic. What a beautiful ending. I can't wait till the next one, because you know we're getting a new one, right? Like, it's going to be a Volume 5. Right? I mean, come on. There has to be. You kind of wonder, how much further can it get? But then again, I mean, they went 4 volumes strong, with getting better, honestly, with the way it looked. So, I mean, I think they could maybe squeeze out a Volume 5. The characters are beloved by most people in the community, so I'm pretty sure they can get away with it. Wow, what a journey, guys. What a journey. I am so happy that I could be here for it. And I appreciate all of you guys being here for it as well. Thank you for people who have been here, who just started, or you've been here the whole time. You are very much appreciated, just as much as anybody else. You guys were all great. And I appreciate every single one of you being here and being with me along this journey, because it's been quite great. Going into this, didn't know how much I would enjoy it, but man, it really sucked me in, and it kept me sucked in. I had a great time, and I'm excited for the new stuff. I know NEKOPARA is coming out eventually, soon, maybe, I don't know, but that should be very exciting. When that comes out, I'm definitely playing that day one when it comes out, when I figure out when it's coming out. But wow, I had a great time, and I hope you guys did as well, because that was fantastic. It was wonderful. Oh, we're not done. The following day. What's going on here? I thought Christmas was supposed to be over yesterday. Mei-chan, there's a line outside. Hey, I'm back. I got done with deliveries. One-chan, there are a bunch of customers outside. What's going on? That's what I'd like to ask. You'd think we'd have this many customers coming out in the middle of the day, even though it's the day after Christmas. Master, you have a phone call. A phone call? If it's an order, ask for the date and number, and if there's any spot on the reservation list, then we can put them down for. It's a magazine that wants a phone interview. Well, I'd like to, but now's really not the time. Master, we're all sold out of the cream puffs, mug block, and the strawberry tarts. Huh? But it's still only the afternoon. I was convinced that those would last until evening. We're running low on the other cakes as well. We just might run out. Yeah, of cakes of tea time. If that happened, we'd be open with nothing to sell. What the heck do we do? Hi, Kachou. We're short on cakes. Even with Vanilla helping me out, we can't keep up at all. And what are you doing wandering around the floor like this in the first place? I am trying my best. The pastier's getting scolded by his cat girls again. This is not a dinner and show. I'm unintentionally putting on a show for the customers. The pastier getting lectured by his cat girl must be a riot. Sorry, Izuki. Ome, answer the phone interviewer. Maricina, man the register and fill drink orders like your life depends on it. Okay, I'll fill their questions. I'll do my best on the register and making the tea. Screw up any of the checks, and I'm tickled torturing the face of your cat, got it? Alright, hey Vanilla. Going back to the kitchen. Alright, Chocolate, how long are you planning on leaving those plates on the table? Western tables is always top priority. That's serving 101, isn't it? Yes, I'm on it now. Nat, you got a moment before you go on your next delivery? Well, I have about 20 minutes. Alright, then how about over there for 20 minutes? Figure out where we're sold out of. There's a lot, trust me. Okay, got it, One-chan. Kachou, we're looking at the La La Land. We're running out of stock, so get to work. Right. But seriously speaking, at this rate, we're not going to have enough tables on or hands on deck. They're trying to write that we're always packed on online reviews, you know. That's sure not good. We won't have breaks on holidays and weekends at this rate. If we only close the shop once a week, then Catgirl or not, someone is going to end up passing out. Good point. Yeah, after all, I've had the realization that I'm pushing myself too hard as well. Though, I don't think using more machines or making the recipe simpler to streamline the process is the right way to go. That goes for the cakes and the teas. Sounds like we need to hire more people. Yeah, you're right. It might be impossible to manage the shop otherwise. Those are measures that every business takes, more or less. However, Ocelot's current business model takes after my mentor's pâtissier. If we change it, I'm certain things will taste different. I want to keep things the same, which is a desire that might be self-serving in the long run, but... Master, Choco will do her best! She will do her best and help where she can! Me too. I'll be even faster. Just watch. Me too! I'll do my best too, Oni-chan! I'll run even faster to get stuff delivered! Chocolate, vanilla, coconut. I finished the interview. I think that I can work more efficiently as well. So be particular. I told that we're a pâtissier with pâtissier that's very particular in the interview, so don't settle for less, okay? Kachou-san, I've done my best too. I love the shop just how it is after all. Thanks for that, Maple, Cinnamon. I'll help out a lot and get another reward from Kachou-san. Oh god. Last night is so on my mind. Monacina, pipe down, will ya? Anywho, I'm pretty sure you don't want to change our ways around here either. Yeah, I don't think talking about that was probably the best idea, in the middle of the floor with customers. I'd rather not change the way we handle things. Figured as much. That's fine. Ain't no point to a pâtissier existing if the pâtissier is particularly about his game plan. But in that case, we need some more help around here. We've really been pussyfooting around getting new hires. Whoa, Azuki. Yeah, that's been on my mind. But I guess qualified catgirls don't just fall from the sky, huh? Well, it's not like we have to necessarily hire a catgirl per se. The image of the catgirl back in France runs through my head. France, she's a magnificent worker. Of course, France is my mentor's catgirl. I couldn't just bring her with me to Japan. Still, if I just had a catgirl that's qualified around, I could let the other catgirls take a break. I feel like I've developed as both a pâtissier and as a person, but as a business owner, I've still got a lot of problems on my plate. Here it is. Who's it gonna be? That sounds like Shigiri. I see that you're in a bind, everyone. Nisama, I will offer my assistance as well. That's not a new catgirl, that's the same person we've always had. That'd be great. Are you good for the whole day? Even half a day would do wonders. Oh, it's Shigiri-chan! Your assistance is mucho appreciated. No half days or full days. Nothing of the sort. Huh? As of today, I'll be a live-in worker here at Ocelot. What? You're what? Are you freaking serious? Yeah. Live-in, moving, cardboard box? Wait a second, Shigiri. Don't you have a lot of other things you got to manage? I swear, Shigiri said that she operates a company, right? She never told me the details, but I think it's a business that's way bigger than Ocelot. Plus, she's got school during the weekdays to boot. Up until now, I've restrained myself since I've had many different positions to consider. I love you with all my heart, but I am your little sister after all. Yeah. I'm in love with you, Nisama. Yeah, as a sibling, right? The story of your father and grandmother's regrets and lost opportunities really resonated in my heart. I do not want to make any regrets known after I've grown old. I want to keep what is really important to me away, but I don't want to let this opportunity go to waste. It's now or never. It is plain to see what is the most important to me. I've learned that the time I spend with you is what I should be putting above all else, Nisama. So Nisama, Would you please allow me to become a live-in worker here? I don't think that's a good idea. Just for reference's sake, what did Mom and Dad say? Of course, I have both Mom and Father's approval. Father wouldn't give me his permission until last night, but he ended up officially giving his approval. I see. I guess that's one reason why she waited until today to speak up then. You know what to do, right, Kachou? Shigure-chan! Go for it. I see. So Shigure's decided to be open with her feelings too. Be still, my heart. Be calm, my mind. If I told you no, would you give up? I'm your little sister, Nisama. I am sure that I would not take conceding as an option. Yeah, that figures. I didn't give up no matter how many times I clashed with Dad after all. Looks like hard-headedness runs in the family. If this is what you want to do, I won't turn you down. You being here will be a great help. Nisama, thank you so much. No funny business. Yay! Shigure-chan! Nice to have you aboard! Great news. Shigure-sama, congratulations! If you're joining the team then, I feel like I can actually start enjoying my lunches instead of scarfing them down. Seeing how hard you work will be a treat. Shigure-chan, I'm so glad! You're all coming along too. You're my precious little cat girls after all. Oh my god, it's gonna be a full house. Well, of course we are. We can't be the only ones commuting by train every day. Yes, it's only right since we are Shigure's cat girls. Wherever Mei-chan stays is where I stay. Yay! I get to live with Oni-chan. Wow, everyone else too? One big family. It'll be fine. Kachou? Don't tell me you're gonna object, are you? Of course not, although it is kind of a shock. I'm excited that I'll be getting to live with all of you. Right! Good, in that case. Shigure, Azuki, Coconut, Maple, and Cinnamon? I wonder if we have enough rooms for all of you. The Minaduki house and Mentor's house are spacious, but I originally planned to live here on my own, so... I have that aspect covered. No worries, Nisama. I have made arrangements for an additional to the living quarters. You what? Oh, I see. Shigure, you're as efficient as always, I suppose. Azuki and the others will be staying in the newly prepared rooms. Well, that's fine by us. Azuki and the others, what about you, Shigure? You need to be concerned. I'll be in Nisama's room. I will move a bed in. No, you won't. Huh? A bed? That was her plan. Well played, Shigure. Wow! Shigure-chan, such a bold approach! Boy, what would I give to stay with Oni-chan too? Grandmother said it herself. Life is too short to waste your time holding back on what you love. So I will not be holding back any longer. Wait. We're both old enough where staying in the same room as brother and sister isn't really... My love for you don't stop, Nisama! Hey, Shiri, settle down, will you? This is to clear any regrets. Now, please accept my love for you. I hope you Shigure fans are having a blast with this, because I'm not. That's what you meant by not waiting, Shigure? Wait, hold on, stop. Cease and desist! I love you, Nisama! And just like that, we're actually officially finished. Oh my god. Okay, well, that's not great. Oh! New background! New background, baby! And she got a picture! This is so sweet and so cute. Oh my god, I can't handle it. It's too much for me. It's too cute. I love and appreciate every single one of you guys. You are all loved and appreciated. Thank you for being here. I'm going to hurry up and wrap it up because this video has already been long enough. Thank you so much for being here with me on this amazing journey through the NEKOPARA universe, I'm going to call it. I've had a great time and I hope you have as well. I hope you guys continue to stick with me as we continue on to the next adventure. Like I said, if anything new comes out with this series, you know I'll be on top of it. But as of now, we are wrapping up with the Nekoparas, so I appreciate all of you being here. You are all loved and appreciated. As always, guys, this has been Obediently Yours, Count Silver, signing off.